right, lead heads, welcome back to the Nordic Components Talking Lead podcast. This is episode 188, and I'm exhausted. I'm coming off a nearly 3-week tour from Ohio to Texas, and hope you guys have been enjoying those shows that we've done with the VSO Gun Channel up in Ohio, doing the suppressor testing, and all the way down to Texas, where we just came off our big hunt, as you heard from last episode, with Beastmaster Hunting, Nick Atkinson, also with the Cobalt Kinetics 3-gun team. Just a great few weeks, and then a week before I went to visit Curtis there, our good buddy, Senior Team Leader Garcia, came down to Nashville area, visited with us, had a good time with him, getting some photo ops. So I just been very fortunate in the last few weeks. And speaking of very fortunate, our guest this week is none other than Lieutenant Jason Redman, former Navy SEAL, author of The Trident, The Forging and Reforging of a Navy SEAL, and the founder of the Combat Wounded Coalition. And he's been a guest on the show more times than you guys have heard, because we did a whole show one time and we didn't get to post it because we lost all the audio. But welcome back, Jason.
Hey, thanks, Lefty. Hey, what's going on, Leadheads?
Yeah, Leadhead Nation, man. They're behind you 100%, brother. I get all kinds of messages and emails checking in on you and seeing how things are going. You guys have a great event coming up here soon, March 4th. It's called the Toast to the Heroes, and this is the 7th. Is this your 7th annual one of these?
Yep, that's right. It's been pretty amazing to think it's been 7 years since we started this. It started out as just a real small event that we wanted to honor the sacrifice of our wounded warriors as part of, when we started out as Wounded Wear with the clothing line. And I think that very first event, we might have had about 140 people there. And it just started to grow. And as the company grew and we evolved into the Combat Wounded Coalition, the Toast to the Heroes event grew also to now, where this year's toast, we're going to have over 100 wounded warriors and families of the fallen coming in from all across the country with their family members. We put them up in a beautiful hotel, the Portsmouth Renaissance, right there on the downtown Norfolk Harbor. And they get just, 5-star service and just a great weekend. And then on Saturday night, we have the actual event, and we bring everybody together. It's both an opportunity for the warriors and the Gold Star family members and the community to fellowship and meet with them. And of course, it's a big fundraiser for us also. So we have, of course, great sponsors this year. We're sponsored by Rick Hendrick Collision Center. It's actually the 3rd year they've come in as our presenting sponsor. And a lot of you NASCAR fans out there will recognize Rick Hendrick Racing. Rick's got several teams. Casey Kane is one of his racers. And they've been a big support of ours. They actually donated a Casey Kane driver's suit, signed Casey Kane driver's suit for auction. Yeah, man.
That'd be awesome. What size is he?
And then we just got a lot of great auction items and a lot of great stuff. So I'll tell you a little bit more about the event. Let me take a breath and let you jump in here.
Well, no, man, that's all. I was just getting ready to say that if you leadheads want to attend, you can go to the Combat Wounded Coalition's website. Tickets are still available. When this show posts, I'm actually going to post this show sometime this week. It's probably going to be Friday. I'm thinking Friday or Saturday is when I'm going to post the show. But you go to their website, and you've also got some auction items that they don't have to be present, right, to go ahead and bid on and take part in the auction.
That's right. And the auction is actually already live. We launched it tonight. So, Lefty, I'll send you the link and you can post it.
Already done, brother. I'm ahead of you. I did it.
Oh, dude, you're a rock star, dude.
Yeah,
Look
man.
at you.
Yeah, it's posted. Leadheads are probably already bidding.
Anybody, you don't have to be there. All you have to do is sign up. You put in your information. You put in your payment information, and then you're automatically registered to start checking out the auction. It's a pretty cool way because it does it right through your cell phone. So when you bid on something, immediately, if you get outbid, you get a text notification, and it allows you to decide, hey, do I want to bid again and keep going, or you know that you got beat out, if the price gets too high.
Yeah. Kind of like eBay, right?
Yeah, except better, because you know that A, you're getting good stuff, and B, the proceeds are going back to a good cause.
Hell yeah. Yeah, absolutely. I saw some pretty cool items on there.
Some awesome stuff everything from weapon systems, which Lefty Talking Lead helped get for us. Many of you may know Marcus on out there, Marcus Scott, Modern Spartan Systems. I had a great talk with him about his weapons, lubricants, and they're doing some amazing stuff with that. I was really impressed with some of the things he was telling me. So I asked him if he could send me some extra that I could put in my vehicles, because I want to take a look at that also.
I've been using it in the lead sled. It got me from Ohio to Texas, and it's still running. So my 97 lead sled.
Well, hey, that's what he said. I mean, he's got stories of a guy who the vehicle had a leak, an oil leak, and it had drained out, and the guy had been driving for like ridiculous amount.
Right.
Like, I want to say he said 7,000 miles. I think that's a little excessive, but it could be.
I think one he said. Yeah, I remember that story too.
But and then we've got Bud Sanson sent us some great X steel targets. So we've got one of our rotating target sets. So those are always a lot of fun and increase your movement and accuracy. And then Glock came in big. We've got 4 Glock certificates.
Yeah.
We actually are auctioning off 3 individually, and then we took one of them and we put together an awesome zombie apocalypse package that's going as part of the live auction. So dude, it's got a tactical shotgun. It'll have the Glock certificate. It's got a Estwing is one of our great sponsors and donors, and we've got the tomahawk and a machete in there. I'm throwing in one of the Jason Redman Overcome knives and coins that's going in that package. So
awesome, dude! I got a bid on. So that's going to be on the live auction where everybody can bid on.
We are talking about a way to try and do that. So right now we're working on that.
Yeah, you got to do that so I can bid on that
one.
I
do have, a lot of people, Lefty, are always asking me, hey man, how do I get a signed copy of The Door? And many people know that I don't sell those. The only time those come out is when we have big auctions like this, and or part of maybe some of our big packages. So we do have the Jason Redman Overcome package in the auction, and that comes with a signed, limited edition, numbered frame sign on the door. It comes with the new Jason Redman Overcome knife and coin, and then a signed copy of my book, and all the numbers match on the sign, the knife, and the book. We've numbered them that way. So that's a pretty cool collector's item for people out there looking for that kind of stuff.
Right on, man. That's going to be awesome. Now, will that be, you got to be present to win that, or is that going to be on the website also?
Nope, that's on the live auction, so they can get that on there. And shortly here, I'm also going to be coming out with, my knife is going to go on sale. It's been a little bit of a long road, but I've been working with Miltac. They've done a great job, so the Jason Redman Overcome knife. So hopefully here in less than 2 weeks, that's going to go up on our website, and you'll be able to buy it. It comes in a beautiful wooden case, Overcome engraved on the top. It comes with the numbered knife and the matching numbered Overcome coin.
Right on, man. That's going to be an awesome package.
So the last thing on the kind of a unique thing at the event this year, we've actually got a couple of unique guests. We've got a Wounded Warrior who's our keynote speaker, Shiloh Harris. He's the author of Steel Will, and then we're pretty honored to have, believe it or not, the Afghan ambassador to America, Dr. Hamdullah Mohib. And he's coming in, and, it's not too often that we serve overseas and you get to hear the positive aspects of being there and making a difference. You see it on the ground. The media never talks about it. All you ever hear is the negative stuff. So he's coming in, and it's going to be pretty cool for him to address our crowd, which we have a lot of warriors that fought in Afghanistan. I did. We're going to have family members that lost loved ones in Afghanistan. He's going to talk about the positive impact our service and sacrifice has made in Afghanistan, and how much he and so many of the Afghan people appreciate what we did.
Very cool. Very cool. So, again, March 4th, the event is going to take place. You can go to the Combat Wounded Coalition website, and give them that website real quick, Jason.
combatwoundedcoalition.org, and you can click on events, and that'll pop up Toast to the Heroes. So if you're interested in attending the event, and if you can't, just sign up for our auction. There's something for everybody, and it's too easy. Once you sign up, you put your info, it's in your phone, you can start bidding, And man, I tell you what, it's addictive. When you start getting in there, you just get caught up in the moment, and you're like, man, how dare you outbid me?
Yeah, no doubt. Gets a little competitive. And you can even if you don't plan on attending the event, you can still go buy a ticket. And that's just more food for Jason there. So if you don't show up, he'll eat your food.
Yeah, absolutely. And we can donate. A lot of times what we do, we have people buy a ticket and they donate it to a veteran or a wounded warrior. I'd love to say that we can invite every wounded warrior. We have wounded warriors that have attended before. And unfortunately, we try and give precedence to the guys that have not attended before. So we always have guys who would love to attend, and unfortunately, they might not be able to afford it. And I wish we could have every warrior and veteran attend, but obviously, we got to take care of the guys who have not attended before.
Yeah, absolutely. And you've got there's items on your website to be able to sponsor someone to attend as well, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, very cool. Did we cover everything mostly?
I think that's it. It's just it's just a fantastic event. It's a great time. It's a great opportunity for people to get together and just really understand the sacrifice. The Toast to the Heroes event, the reason it got that name is we actually do a toast in honor of all those who have fought and bled and died for our freedom. And every year we identify an individual to give that toast, and it's been pretty amazing over the years. We've actually had one of the original Band of Brothers give the toast about 5 years ago.
Oh, cool.
Many of you, oh, dude, amazing.
Man, yeah.
Many of you have seen Black Hawk Down, Matt Eversman. Matt Eversman is the actual Army sergeant that is portrayed in Black Hawk Down. And Matt's an amazing guy. Matt came to the event. He gave probably one of the better toasts that we've had. I mean, all the toasts have been memorable, but I got to say his was probably been one of the best. So this year we have Dan Robinson. Dan is the father of Heath Robinson, one of my teammates, an amazing, talented SEAL who was part of the Extortion 17 shoot down. So Dan came out and jumped with us back in October, and he jumped in honor of Heath. We actually got one of Heath's old teammates who was a big tandem master, Sky God, took Dan up and just talked to Dan the whole time about stories about Heath. And I tell you what, man, Dan landed with tears in his eyes, and he just said, you know what, I just felt like Heath was next to me when I jumped. So yeah. Dan's going to be at the event, and he's going to be giving the toast this year.
Very cool. Well, brother, I wish I could attend. It sounds like it's going to be a great time. But next year, I'm going to make plans to be there.
All right, man.
If I survive your parachute jump.
Hey, you'll be fine.
No doubt.
We haven't lost anybody yet.
Hoorah, Semper Fi, do or die, hold 'em high at 8th and I. It is time for the talking lead jackwagon of the week, so brace yourself, baby.
All right, so enough with the business. Let's have some fun. You got any jackwagons you want to throw on the jackwagon train this week?
Let's see, the jackwagon this week. You know what? I have I've been so busy, I haven't been able to watch a whole lot. So let me think about that for a second.
So I've got one while you're thinking.
Okay.
I'm throwing Federal Appeals Court of the 4th District in Richmond, Virginia on the jackwagon train. They ruled today that the Maryland ban on military-style rifles, ARs, with removable high-capacity magazines is not protected by the Second Amendment. It was a 10-4 ruling by a full district panel, overturned an earlier 3-member ruling on semi-auto ARs that called into question the provision of the 2008 Healer ruling by the U.S. Supreme Court that firearms in common use are immune from prohibition. Military-styled AR rifles appear to fit that profile. So I don't know how long that's going to last, but I'm throwing those guys on the jackwagon train. They're just fighting tooth and nail now just to piss us off.
Yeah, they're grabbing at straws. They're trying to pull anything that they can.
Right.
So
anything they can get a win on right now, you know. No matter how inconsequential it is, but I don't see that lasting too long.
All right. So, hey, brother, I'm still getting a lot of feedback on my side. I'm having a hard time hearing. I feel like I'm back on a communication shot from back in the day when I was working down in Central and South America, and we, those of you out there who used to do communications, and we used to do high frequency, we'd string up all these antennas, and you'd be like, you'd be passing along what antenna you were using. You'd be like, "How read me?" And they'd be like, "I read you one by one. I can't hear anything."
You're coming in great, man, on my end. I don't know what's going on. But so real quick, your thoughts on the new administration, and then we'll let you go. I know you got things you got to do, and then we'll get on with the show here.
I like what's going on. I definitely like the intent. I like the direction we're going. I sometimes think that the president gets mired down in things that he doesn't need to bother himself with. I'll be honest. I could care less how many people were at his inauguration. I know there are some people that are like, "Oh, he should fight back." Well, good for him, but there are bigger things to get done. And I'd rather him keep signing the executive orders and move forward and get the things done to move our country down the road back in the direction that I think so many of us believe it should go.
Amen, brother. I'm down with that. Jason, thank you so much for taking the time to be on again. Guys, make sure you go to combatwoundedcoalition.org. March 4th is this event, and you can donate anytime. You don't have to just for this event, but there's some really cool auction items that you guys probably be interested in. So go check them out. Jay, brother, appreciate you. We'll check in with you soon.
Lefty, likewise, man. Hey, thank you to all you lead heads. Thanks for the support. Keep rocking it.
Nordic Components is an American-owned manufacturing company proud to produce quality products right here in the USA. As a company, we continually invest in our manufacturing capabilities to ensure that all of our products are the highest quality and most efficiently produced parts available. The Nordic Components business consists of two segments, manufacturing and sales. Our manufacturing business works to provide custom machine components for a variety of applications, with our specialty being firearm components. The sales business produces lines of branded firearm accessories to enhance and elevate the shooting experience. We are a company owned and operated by individuals devoted to shooting sports, and many of us shoot competitively. We attend and sponsor a number of events around the country each year where we listen to you, the consumer, and are proud to say that all of our firearm components are a direct result of your input. As a firearms accessory provider, our aim is simple: provide shooting enthusiasts with innovative products of uncompromising performance and reliability. Nordic Components. Check us out at nordiccomp.com. All right, lead heads, we are back, and we are going to jump into our continued coverage of the 2017 SHOT Show. Got a great interview with Mike. He's the owner of Unique ARs. Those guys make some awesome custom handguards. If you've never checked them out, go check them out at Unique ARs. I actually got my custom handguard in the mail the other day, and it looks just completely awesome. He did a remarkable job on it. I posted some pictures on Facebook and Instagram asking for the lead heads advice on a color scheme. So go to our Facebook page, go to our Instagram page, find that post that I did with the handguard, a badass handguard that Mike did for us at Unique ARs, and give me some ideas on a color scheme, maybe a dip from our buddies at Dipstick Hydrographics. Any suggestions you have on that would be awesome. So we're going to continue with our interview with Unique ARs. We caught up with those guys at the 2017 SHOT Show, and thanks to our buddy Roy at Devil Dog Concepts who introduced us. Roy is on the show. He's in this interview as well with Devil Dog Concepts. He gives us an update on what's been going on with those guys. They are the developers of that awesome side charging handle adapter that you can just put on your rail system on your AR or your existing AR and convert that over to a side charger. Very cool. I've got one on my main AR here at the house, and I absolutely love it. So we're going to go ahead and jump into that, but a quick thanks to all the sponsors that make this show happen: Nordic Components, Cobalt Kinetics, Frontier Tactical, Modern Spartan Systems, and, of course, X Steel Targets.
X Steel Targets.
Glock, the official carry of Talking Lead. And check out our buddies over at Atlas Defense, Palmetto State Armory. Of course, Keltec. Those guys are awesome over there. Chad rocks. Check them out at keltecweapons.com. And then the sponsors of the Lead Head Camo Multicam. We've got that awesome black multicam pattern rocking on the lead sled. So make sure you guys check out Multicam at multicampattern.com. And let's go ahead and get into these interviews. And as you guys are going to notice, I'm going to start dropping shows a little more frequently. We've got a lot more interviews to catch up on for the 2017 SHOT Show. In addition to the normal interviews that I do, I've got one coming up with the creator of the Crazy Hot Matrix. If you guys are familiar with that, Dana McClendon, the creator of the Crazy Hot Matrix. We're going to have him on coming up in an episode. Mookie might be with us on that one. We're trying to get him scheduled to be on with us, but that's going to be an awesome interview too. So you can go to James Yeager's Tactical Response, or you can just Google Crazy Hot Matrix, Dana McClendon, and that'll come up so you guys get an idea of what we're going to be talking about. It'll be hilarious. Be a good show. So without further ado, let's get into our interview with Mike at Unique ARs and Roy at Devil Dog Concepts.
All right, lead heads, we are back at the 2017 SHOT Show. Welcome into the Nordic Components Talking Lead podcast. And we've got some new guests in with us. We've got Roy, who's not a new guest. He is a blast from the past. And, of course, he didn't talk much.
No, I'm the quiet
Chart kind of took it over. But Devil Dog Concepts, ladies and gentlemen.
Hoorah.
Welcome in.
Hey, thank you, sir.
And you brought a good friend with you.
Yep.
We met Mike yesterday. Mike, tell everybody who you are. Introduce yourself.
My name is Mike Carpenter from Unique ARs.
You got to talk louder.
I'm Mike Carpenter from Unique ARs. Perfect. You're going to need a lot of that.
No, I won't. Go ahead.
So we make custom handguards for the AR-15 rifles and the 308s. We carry about 32 stock designs. We also do custom one-offs and private labels for other manufacturers.
I'm going to have to turn you up if you're going to be a quiet mouse, dude.
My throat's sore from all the
I know.
talking at shot here.
I know, man. You're lucky to have a voice. At this point in the juncture, it's like fourth day, midday.
Yeah.
Everybody's like trying to get out of here. But I have been aware of your company for a while now. Been admiring your handguards, the work that you do on it. It's amazing the detail that you're able to do on these things. I mean, I think a lot of people are even the people that are in the business don't know how you do it.
It's all CNC milled. We have
It's magic.
Yeah, we have a whittler elves that do it at night while we're gone.
Is that what it is? And where do you get those from? Vegas?
The Keebler elves
The Keeblers.
got laid off, I guess.
Yeah, the ones that are took the diet. They made them go on the diet.
There you go.
Quit eating those. You did a really cool one that's been getting a lot of attention during, I guess you had it at a couple other shows, but especially this one. And we just inaugurated our new president, America.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
we had made a Trump handguard for him, Make America Great Again. Displayed it at the NRA convention last year.
Right.
We got a lot of people wanting to buy it. We haven't sold it just because we didn't want to.
It's kind of trademarked, right?
Yeah.
They sent you the design and whatnot.
Yeah, we can make pretty much anything as long as it's. We have permission from the trademarks, and we actually built that one for the Trumps. So
Right.
we're sending it to them.
Don't want to piss off the Trumps now.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Definitely. So did you guys, did you watch the inauguration?
We got to part of it last night. We were out partying with some of the other people here at SHOT.
Right.
So got in this morning and watched some of the recaps of it and the speech this morning. So
Yeah. So what did you think about the speech? We didn't get to hear the speech because we were setting up the studio here. So what's your take on his speech?
I didn't get all of it. What I got of it so far, it seemed like he was happy
Yep.
to be doing what he was doing, and I think things will work out.
And did you feel good? I mean, did you have was there any sort of an emotional response that you had toward were you like right on, or were you like,
Most
kind of
my
what he's
emotion-
saying?
Most of the emotional response I had was relief that he actually got nominated in.
Right. And nobody shot him.
Nobody shot him, and
Nobody-
everything went off okay.
It's always a good thing.
No last-minute changes,
Right.
So we were happy about that.
Very good. What about you? Come on, Roy.
I got to tell you, being a Marine and just seeing the whole process, whether you're a Republican or Democrat, just being able to see that transfer of power peacefully, that means a lot to me.
Right.
That means, all the sacrifice that our brothers and sisters are doing overseas, it's making it worth it. It's making that possible right there.
Right.
Because that shit doesn't happen in a lot of countries in this world.
It doesn't. It really doesn't.
Pretty cool. I teared up a little bit.
Yeah? Squirt some tears?
I did a little bit.
All right,
I'm not
man.
gonna
That's
lie.
cool.
Yeah,
That's
man.
cool. I squirted the tears when I saw Jack Wagon getting on the helicopter and saying, "Bye, Felicia."
Yeah.
I think everybody did. There's a
yeah.
lot of waving at the TV when they were showing
Yeah,
pictures.
I mean, there were tears of happiness.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't want anybody to misunderstand that.
I actually hopped on Facebook a little bit ago, and they have a clip where Bill Clinton's looking over at Ivanka and staring, And Hillary just is like looking at him, and he doesn't realize it, and finally goes, you could tell he completely got busted checking her out. And she just turns and is like rolling her eyes.
Yeah. So Trump will probably place Clinton on a bill, on one of his panels, I'm
Right.
sure. Not. That'll never happen.
Maybe a watch list or something.
Yeah,
Right.
Put her on the no-fly zone.
So let's talk about the process for your handguards, if you can. I mean, without giving anything, your secrets away. But what you're using, it's a big hunk of aluminum, right?
Yeah, we start with a special extrusion we have made. We go from there. We cut it into lengths, have it internally milled for the barrel nut to fit
Right.
nice and snug, and then we go through the milling process according to the design that people send in that they want, or we carry, like I said, with 32 different stock designs that we carry.
Yeah.
So pretty much anything can be milled into them. Designs, logos, names, whatever you want to have.
Whatever you can imagine, you can more than likely do it.
Yeah, I've had requests for unicorns and rainbows and shooting stars.
Has Peter Palma been in touch with you?
Yeah, all the way to marine logos and insignias and Purple Heart insignias. The medals of
Right.
honor, all that kind of stuff. So we can pretty much do anything.
That eagle one you had down there yesterday, I saw the front end of it. I mean, you had the claws coming out over the muzzle brake area. That was really cool.
Yeah, that's our new design for 2017 here. Figured freedom would be a great handguard to have for it, and that's
Freedom, baby. You smell that?
Yeah.
That's freedom. That's
Freedom
not my
fries.
cheeseburger. I just scarfed down a biggest cheeseburger you ever seen in your life.
I was impressed.
Thank you. I was hungry. I didn't have breakfast. Or did I? Did I have breakfast? I didn't have breakfast. And it's lunchtime. So what do you have any new projects coming up?
We do.
Do you do anything other than just handguards?
We do. We just released on our website the ability to go in and order a complete upper with any one of our designs, or you can put a complete custom build onto that.
Nice.
And you can also order a complete rifle that same way, because we're an 07 manufacturer. So
Okay.
we have that. We have a new internal heat shield that we provide as well, with a spiked end cap that makes the handguard still free floating, the barrel still free floating as well.
Okay, so I'm intrigued with that. Talk about the heat guard.
The heat guard kind of came about mostly for the quality of photographing our product, because pictures just don't do them justice at all until you pick them up, feel them.
Mm-hmm.
And so we started developing it basically so we can get some color behind the design
Okay.
to make it kind of pop.
Right.
So people seemed to like it and wanted to have something with a little, because some of our designs are real open concepted, so
Right.
they want something to protect their hand from a little bit of that heat buildup.
Yeah.
So we started working with the process how to make it a free-floating internal heat shield as well as the handguard. So
Right. Now, is that just compatible with your handguards?
correct. Yeah,
Okay.
everything that we make is designed to go on our handguards. All of our Picatinny rail is designed to be perfectly follow the radius of the handguard, as well as be the exact same sight plane height as the
Right.
upper receiver.
Okay. And yours will fit on any mil spec. Rifle.
Any mil spec AR-15. One other feature that our handguards have is that you can use that same size handguard on a 308 DPMS style thread. We just switch out the barrel nut. It has a little bit of offset to it, but it works with the exact same size handguard as the AR-15.
Very cool. So if somebody wanted just your handguard, they can do that. If they want just an upper, they got the lower, you can do that. And if they want a complete rifle, bam, you guys can do that too. And what calibers are we talking about here?
Right now, we just started off with the 5.56 caliber, and the 308s are available, I think, in another month or so. We should have all those components up on our website and available.
Very cool. And you got a nice logo there, so you guys selling your swag on there too? You got hats and shirts, and
We've got hats and shirts.
they got an awesome logo. I like your logo.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Worked
Very
re-
artsy.
we worked really hard on that around the table with a lot of whiskey. So
Isn't it amazing what whiskey can do, with innovation?
yeah,
Whiskey and innovation go
hand in
hand in hand, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
We
what
talked
we had
about
talked
the last
about,
time,
the
thinking
devil-
and drinking.
Yeah,
drinking. Yeah,
that's it.
Yeah.
And you still haven't come out with a shirt yet.
No, I think next year for Shot Show we might have to
I
get
think
one
you
of
guys
those,
definitely need to
walk around the strip with thinking and drinking.
thinking and drinking. That'll be the theme for next year.
Trademark Double Dog Concepts.
Boom. You heard it first. last year.
Yeah.
Last March, right?
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely. So I want to learn a little bit more about you. Tell us how you got involved with this. What's your background?
Construction.
Construction. Yeah.
We were, me and my family were all in the construction business, and it kind of tanked out about 6.5 years ago.
When the economy went to...
Yeah, so
Yeah.
we decided we needed to get into something that was a little more recession-proof, and we figured it had to be firearms or tobacco or alcohol. And I know how to drink, but I don't know how to make anything, so I don't smoke, and so I figured firearms is a perfect place. So we started thinking about how to get into that, and my partner is my cousin as well, so we needed to get him into something.
Right.
So we started thinking about getting artwork kind of back into firearms, like the old school firearms used to have all the engraving and all that stuff.
Right, the personalization.
Right. And so we started getting into the AR handguards because we didn't need an FFL at the time and just to make handguards. So that's where we started in the garage making that. And we've grown. We've doubled every year for the last 5 years. And we're in a big
5
shop.
year ago you started this.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we've got 12 employees now.
What was your first design? What did it look like?
Think back. I think their first design was actually a spider web.
Okay.
It's one of our first.
Is it the one that you've got now, or is it a different?
It's a variation of what we have now. It was a
Okay.
little more simplified back then, what we came up with.
Right.
So we originally thought, we could sell one or two of these a month out of the garage, and just do completely custom work. And then we started thinking, well, we got to do more than that, and so we started coming up with more detailed designs and trying to think of things that other people would enjoy having on their firearms as well.
Right.
I'm real into skulls and stuff like that anyway, so I wanted skulls on my rifles.
Me too.
Yeah. So
Where's my necklace? I didn't have my necklace on today.
started trying to
Love
figure out
skulls.
how to make it look like an actual skull on a round tube and make the crossbones and all that kind of stuff. So we started
Make everything flow.
right. So we're trying to get different dimension cuts that just kind of stumbled upon.
And you're
how
doing
we're
this all through a machine, a CNC machine?
Yeah, our first machine my cousin built from scratch.
Really?
Poured the slab and made all the components and, took all the aluminum and hand cut them and made them into the pieces we needed until we got the machine put together. And we used that for about a year and a half, cutting our handguards.
You were doing hand, though, right? You were doing it by hand?
Yeah, it was all a CNC mill that we built from scratch.
Wow.
We bought a 4th axis and had to mess with that to get it to work with our Frankenstein machine we made. So we could actually go out and afford a mill, and so now we've got several mills and a couple lathes and a big shop and everything.
Now, are these like programs you can put in and it'll automatically go and do the cuts, or are you having to guide and do the?
Well, that's kind of our trade secret with how we do it.
All right.
So far,
when I get touchy areas, just slap my hand then. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we try to guard that pretty close. So far, we have not had anybody able to copy what we're doing or duplicate what we're doing. Because everything we cut kind of has a V-carve shape cut to it, so it's real comfortable. All the other handguards of the market are all cut straight through, so it gives us a little bit of a different feel and edge to it. So we try to protect how we do it. But,
And they're super lightweight.
yeah,
I
our
noticed.
15-inch hex is, I think it's around 4.5 to 5 ounces.
Wow.
So it's pretty lightweight for a 15-inch handguard.
Yeah, it is. Now, if somebody wanted rails on their handguard, is that an option? I mean, of course, it's going to depend on their design, I guess, where they're going to be able to do something like that.
All of our stock designs come with that rail holes on the top and bottom for the Picatinny rails. Most of the designs we have it on the 3 and 9 as well, depending on how much detail and what kind of artwork is on the sides of them.
Roy,
Yes, sir.
have you got a handguard yet?
Oh, yeah. We've got a custom one, Devil Dog Concepts. It has a hard charger on one side, and we've been talking about different ideas of private labeling some more of them and actually selling them at the shows that we do.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that'd be cool.
Yeah, they are.
Definitely. So they got your logo, the Devil Dog concept, and they got hard charger. It says hard charger on the side of it?
Yep, so yeah, on one side it's got our trademark, the iron sights,
Right.
and then it says Devil Dog Concepts. The other side where the hard charger is, it says hard charger right up there.
Cool.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that yet. I didn't see that.
Yeah, we're really proud of our private label programs. We like to get other companies to be able to use them to advertise their logoing and their ideas. So it's something we really enjoy doing for other clients as well.
if somebody wanted to get in touch with you, talk to you about that, how would they do that?
You can reach us through uniquears.com, or you can go on We Build Unique on Instagram and contact us through that.
We Build Unique Instagram, and then on what's your website?
It's unique-ars.com.
Unique-ars.com. There it is. And the phone number is 888-982-8386. Email sales@unique-ars.com. Very cool. Mike, it's been a pleasure having you on, man.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Roy, thank you for the introduction.
Yeah, definitely. Hopefully he's going to get you one there pretty soon.
Well, yeah, we're talking about it. There may be a talking lead ones in the works. So
very soon here.
Very soon. So give us an update on Devil Dog Concepts, man. You guys are tearing it up.
So, yeah, the last time, that we met at the Big Three there was kind of our launching point.
Right.
And it's just, we're growing like crazy, and
a lot of interest in the side charging handle. Some big companies that you're talking with,
Yep.
Very cool. And if any of you were at SHOT Show, you may have seen it in one of the booths. It was displayed and featured in the Colt booth.
That's correct, yeah.
It was very cool. And then we walked around. You've been walking around the whole show, and I'm sure everybody's been more than interested in it.
Yeah. Everybody, we hear 100 times a day at different shows, no matter where we are. Man, why didn't I think of that? Well, I'm glad they did.
Because we did, mofos.
It's just so simple,
So talk about the improvement that you've made to it.
So, I don't remember if we showed you or not at the last show, but we have 2 different mounting options now.
Mm-hmm.
And we have the 5 different pull handle options depending on shooter preference. So what we're trying to do is make it so you don't have to go out and buy a new AR to convert it into a side charger. We're making a Lego kit that basically whatever you have, you take your charging handle, throw it away, put our hard charger on there. You don't have to move any of your mounts, any of your sights, and bam, you're rocking a side charger. And you have
just
all
like that.
Advantages of the side charger. Yep.
Right.
Yep.
Very cool.
Just reduces a lot of that fine motor skill and focus on your gross motor skill and just come right up there and bam.
Right. And there was some talk of maybe some foreign interest in this too. Huh?
Yeah.
Sweet.
There's a lot of. This is our first year to SHOT Show, and it's been amazing. The feedback we're getting, and I got a lot of work I got to do next week.
You're creating work for yourself, right?
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing.
No.
So what about your swag? You guys got swag up yet?
Yeah, we don't really have
hats or anything?
We don't really have it for sale at the gun shows.
But you got that logo trademark now. You need to start.
We're working on it. We're just real busy on trying to keep up with the demand with everything right now with the actual product. But yeah. We're going to get to the point where we're going to have some swag.
I'll hook you up with my boys at 1776. We'll work on getting you some shirts.
Yeah, definitely.
Heck yeah. All right, guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Shake and bake.
And real quick, Devil Dog Concepts.
DevilDogConcepts.com. We're on all the social media sites, Instagram, Facebook. We got a bunch of different reviews up, a bunch of different videos from people throughout all the different industries of the gun world that love ARs. So
there you
check
go.
us out.
Good deal. We will be back.
And that does it for another episode of the Nordic Components Talking Lead podcast. We appreciate you guys joining us, tuning in. If you're having trouble with iTunes, you're not getting the show soon enough, we've had some problems with our feed on iTunes. We've got other places you can download the show. You can go to iHeartRadio. It seems to be working really good. And, of course, our website always posts there on time. So if you guys are ready for the next episode, you don't see it at its normally scheduled time, which, again, what's normal for us. But typically about every week we post a show. You can go to our website, and the latest and greatest will always be there. And then eventually we'll get it on iTunes. We're trying to work on that feed issue. Don't know what it is. They're real persnickety about how things are, picture sizes, images, things like that. So we're working that out. We're going to get that fixed. Make sure you support those that support this show. Nordic Components, check them out at nordiccomp.com. They've been a great show sponsor of Talking Lead, so let them know how much you appreciate everything they've done for the show. Give them some love on their Facebook page, their Instagram pages. And, of course, go to your local dealer, and if they don't carry the Nordic Components rifle, ask them to get with their distributor. RSR is a good one. They're with another one. They'll get them in for you. Great rifles. You listen to our last episode that we had with Beastmaster Hunting. I took the 308 out, and it performed just amazingly. We're taking down hogs and coyotes. And go to beastmasterhunting.com. Beastmaster Hunting on YouTube as well, and check out the video that Nick Atkinson did of our hunt. He did a part 1. He's working on a part 2 of that, so make sure you go there and check that out. Frontier Tactical, check them out at frontiertactical.com. Those guys have just lots of things going on in addition to starting their own line of rifles, full-blown ARs with their Warlock adapter system on it, where you can shoot upwards of 90 different calibers from one AR platform. These guys are awesome. Check them out at frontiertactical.com. X Steel Targets, the best AR-500 steel targets on the market, bar none. And they've got some awesome reactive targets with the Texas Star, their dueling tree, the double Texas Star, all kinds of different targets. So make sure you go to X Steel Targets, check them out. And if you've got an idea for a target, give Bud a call or shoot him an email, actually. Shoot him an email, and Bud will talk to you about what he can do customized for you. Modern Spartan Systems, great lubrication and cleaning products. They've even got some stuff for your vehicle, which I've been using in the lead sled here lately, and it's gotten me, who knows how many more miles it's stretching out of my almost dead lead sled. I've got almost 300,000 miles on that sucker, and it's still running really good, knock on wood. So check them out, modernspartansystems.com. Cobalt Kinetics. While we were on our hunt, Nick was using his Cobalt Edge for hunting, and that thing was like a laser. He was taking down fox and coons and, of course, hogs and coyotes with that thing. He's so precise. Everything has to be just perfect, and he had that thing sighted in like a laser. It was really good, and those thermal optics that we were using too were amazing. And then, of course, the Cobalt Kinetics 3-gun team, Keith, Nick, Rick, Kalani, those guys are awesome, great shooters, just a joy to watch. So if you ever get an opportunity to check those guys out in a competition near you, go and watch them. Those guys are really good, really tough competitors. Glock, the official carry of Talking Lead, and me, Left Hand. I rock the Glock 23 and the Glock 27 as my personal carry. Of course, I've got a whole line of Glocks. As you guys know, Glocks are tanks. They're pretty much the AK of handguns, and the amount of customization that you can do to those things is amazing. I just got mine back from Pack Arms, where they had done a design that I had requested, and they did an amazing job on it. I've posted some pictures of that, calling it the Talking Lead Knights Templar. So if you guys want something like that, or you got some other design in mind, get with Danny over at Pack Arms, and he can talk to you about that. And then, of course, Danny is also with Dipstick Hydrographics. Check them out at Dip123. For all your hydrographic needs, they can do it. They've got the tubs, they've got the films, they've got the paints, pretty much everything that you need. Well, actually, they do have everything that you need to do your own hydro dipping at home. Or if you're not so inclined to do so, you can send it to them, and they'll do it for you. So check them out at dip123.com. And Multicam Pattern, sponsors of the lead sled. We have the black multicam rocking on the lead sled right now. And all our sponsors that are on that, Atlas Defense, Kel-Tec Weapons, Clutch Defense, Glock, Cobalt Kinetics, Nordic Components, Frontier Tactical, X Steel Targets, 1776 United, the makers of the Talking Lead swag. Go to 1776united.com to get our t-shirts, and they're working on some patches and some hats for us. I know I keep saying that, but they are in the works, so they will be out soon. As soon as they are, I will let you guys know. Clay Greenfield Racing, and of course the guys who put all that on there for us, Graphic Effects here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Guys are looking to get your car wrapped. That's the place to go. Even if you're out of state, you can call those guys, talk to them, and they'll try to make arrangements to get your vehicle wrapped. Now, they do boats, they do trucks, they do motorcycles, they do pretty much anything you can think of. They can do it. It's almost like the dip the hydrographic dip with the wraps for the vehicles and things. They could pretty much wrap anything. So give them a shout over at Graphic Effects in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. That does it for this episode. And guys, as always, I really appreciate all the support that you listeners give us. Without you, obviously, more important than our sponsors, this show would not be possible. So thank you so much. And I hope you guys are enjoying this. Give us feedback. Let us know if you've got suggestions on topics or shows or guests that you'd like to have on the show. Hit us up via email, talkingled@gmail.com. You can hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, all those places. So get in touch with us. Let us know how we're doing. Let us know if there's something else you'd like us to do. As always, leadheads, keep your loved ones close and your firearms closer.